named Malia, aged 12, woke up buzzing with excitement. She had heard her parents talk for weeks about the magical place called Jazz and Creole, and this year, for the very first time, she was going to be part of it. With sunshine overhead and music in the air, Malia arrived at the festival hand in hand with her parents. They smiled, handed her a small pouch of spending money, and guided her into the kids zone, a world made just for her. Entry free. Freedom complete. Because Jazz and Creole wasn't just about music, it was about creating a space where everyone, especially the little ones, felt welcome and safe. Inside the kids zone, Malia bounced for hours, literally, on castles made of air. She laughed her way through cotton candy, popcorn, snow cones, and more. Volunteers in bright shirts, kind police officers, and security personnel kept a watchful eye while letting kids be just kids. Malia felt safe. She missed her parents a little, but she knew they were having their own kind of fun somewhere with saxophones, Creole, jazz, and sunshine. Ever so often, they swung by to wave and smile. As the sun dipped low and the music played on, Malia told her parents something quietly. She said, and I quote, "Next year, I'll be 13. That means I won't be at the kids zone anymore." She paused, smiled, and added, "So, we should start saving for that $75, okay, Mom?" End quote. And that was Malia's story as she enjoyed jazz and Creole. And like Malia, you too can have a beautiful story at Dominica's Jazz and Creole. Good morning once again. My name is Maudel Alexis. I'm the Communications and Public Relations Specialist for Discover Dominica Authority. And this morning, I'm your guide for this press conference. Before I go further, I want to recognize the presence of Miss Ayodele Andrew, our Festival and Events Manager, Mr. Ogeli Moses, the Festivals and Events Assistant here at Discover Dominica Authority, our Jazz and Creole sponsors, our artists, fringe partners, members of the media, those tuning live via GIS, Carry FM, DBS, and Dominica Festivals. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, good morning. At today's press conference, you'll hear from one incredible artist who is set to grace this year's stage. Our valued sponsors will share why they continue to support this signature event. And our fringe event organizers will entice you as you attend their events. And also key stakeholders will speak to the heart of what makes this festival successful and essential. So, whether you're here for the numbers, the names, the sounds, or the stories, welcome, and let's begin. For this year's Jazz and Creole experience, we have numerous artists taking it to the stage. One artist is here this morning. He goes by the name of Shelly. Shelly is here representing the Signal Band. Shelly?
All right, good morning, pleasant good morning to all the viewers, all the listeners of this press conference. Protocol has already been established. And I want to say a special good morning to all the persons who have already purchased their tickets for Jazz and Creole. You all are the true winners, and the people that lagging behind, we want to encourage you to purchase those tickets for Jazz and Creole. Signal Band is pumped, we are ready. Well rehearsed, actually. Rehearsal is happening even right now as we speak for Jazz and Creole, and I have to run to that after. We take a lot of pride in the Jazz and Creole stage, as we do with all of the stages, but Jazz and Creole is special because about 2 years ago, we were probably the first booyah band to be called to perform on such a stage, and that was met with some interesting expectations and some nervousness from some of the patrons too, and maybe from the organizers. They can say for themselves, but we delivered, and it goes to show that we delivered because we're back here in 2025 to give an even more electrifying performance. Like we say, when we step on the stage, we are here to shock them. So Jazz and Creole will be no different. We'll be there to shock them. We have a great set planned. We have so many big songs that we want to deliver in a special way to the crowd, and to also deliver in a way that they're used to, you know. We just coming from the hype of Carnival, and people very pumped and excited about will they be getting these songs in the way that they got it for Carnival, or will they slow it down a little bit? We don't know yet. You know, your guess is as good as mine, but we look forward to the event. I like to say that Jazz and Creole is the event that touches all the senses. I told that to Monel yesterday. You know, it's an event that looks good, it sounds good, it smells good, it tastes good, and it feels good as well. So big up to Jazz and Creole. Shelly and Signal Band is looking forward, and we hope everybody else is looking forward. Big up to the people again that bought their tickets. And if you haven't purchased your ticket yet, make sure you do so. Looking forward to it. Shock them.
Thank you very much, Shelley. Before you leave, I invite you to shock us, please, with a performance. I mean, give us a little sample of what we can expect for Jazz and Creole this year. So please come and shock us. Yeah, thank you.
Only one song I practiced for the day, yeah? I was in a little hole in the country. Sexy ladies whining on the dance floor. I hook on one, she look a little mix. Or maybe my eyes was playing tricks. She must be Spanish, so I start to practice. Hola, señorita, bienvenida a Dominica. Look in her eyes, oh God, she start to blush. Oh, so you know I start feeling a rush. And I say, señorita, you take care, oh, I want you. She looked a little confused, so I bring the Creole and French. Me voulez, je veux vous, baby, I want you. She start to shake her head, so I tell it to her in Chinese. Why on me? I want you. She still don't understand, so I start to use my body language. She had jazz it already.
Thank you for shocking us, Shelley. Much appreciated. We continue for press conference. Now, in addition to Signal Band, we can expect performances by Swinging Stars, Colton T, Abia Yisrael, Mary Pascal, Shalina, Colin XP, and Etienne Charles from Trinidad and Tobago, Mary Pascal Giraud, a Dominican who lives in New York, and also Marie Claire Giraud, a Dominican residing in New York, and also Itana out of Jamaica. Outside of these main acts, we do have multiple side acts that will definitely shock you, like the Signal Band. Up next, let's hear from the sponsors, for without whom we would not have a successful Jazz and Creole experience. First up, I invite to the podium Keisha Anthony, representing Belfast Estate.
Good morning, everyone. Protocol has been established. It's such a pleasure to be here on behalf of Belfast Estate Limited. I'd like to thank Discovery Dominica authorities for this kind invitation and including us in this year's Jazz and Creole Festival. As a company rooted in Dominica's nature, heritage, and craftsmanship, this partnership reflects who we are. Supporting events like Jazz and Creole is part of our ongoing commitment to celebrating and investing in this island's rich culture, talented, and creative spirits. We see this festival not just as an event, but as an experience, one that brings music together, community together, and a unique beauty of Dominica. It's a celebration we support and to be part of. To help add to the celebration, we'll be offering 2 crafted welcome cocktails, the Kubuli Blush, a light tropical twist, and jazzy spice, with a bold flavor and island character. Just a small way to say thank you and a toast to the wonderful occasion. So with that, I'd like to say once again, thanks for this opportunity to be part of this year's Jazz and Creole family, and Belfast Estate will have a lot more coming for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Anthony, and we appreciate the support from Belfast Estate, and we look forward to fruitful engagements in the very near future. Up next, let's talk Digicel. For that, I invite to the podium Miss Dane Daniel.
Greetings and salutations to the members of the Dominica Festivals Committee, representatives from various media houses, everyone here with us in person, and those joining via the live stream. It's truly an honor to stand before you today at this press conference, carried for May 4th. As the leading telecommunications provider on Island, we at Digicel are thrilled to once again partner with this incredible celebration of music, culture, and connections for the 14th year. Let me first express our deepest appreciation to the organizers and, of course, every single one of you who continues to show up and support this ionic event year after year. At Digicel, we believe in power of events like Jazz and Creole that unite people, music, creativity, and, of course, lasting memories. Through our home internet and mobile services, we aim not to just connect devices, but to connect people, their stories, their experiences, and their passion. That is why it brings us immense pride to continue our sponsorship and full support of Jazz and Creole 2025. Because this festival isn't about music, it's about shared experiences, friendships formed, and cultural magic that comes alive when we all come together. As the previous years, our local customers and even the potential ones can look forward to exciting giveaways, exclusive sign-up packages, and amazing deals at the event. So be sure to visit the DigiZone for your chance to take full advantage of everything that we have in store. And the excitement, of course, does not stop there. Leading up to the big event, we're running some incredible promotions. Customers who sign up for Digicel Home Internet can win the ultimate jazz experience, a 2-night stay at the Intercontinental Resort, and 2 tickets to the Jazz Festival. Or you can get a chance to win a jazz experience by simply activating a 3-day plan or higher, or staying on a postpaid plan, activating or staying on a postpaid plan. Plenty of chances to win, of course, so stay tuned, stay connected. As we head into the full jazz zone, I encourage each and every one of you to soak in every moment, dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, and create unforgettable memories. And through it all, stay connected with Digicel, your partner in creating unforgettable experience. On behalf of us all at Digicel, thank you again for being here. Let us celebrate the culture, the people, and the connection. Digicel and Jazz and Creole, better together, better connected. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Ms. Daniel. Definitely better together, better connected. And on behalf of all of us at Discover Dominica Authority, we thank you for the partnership. Up next, let's talk fringe events. For this Jazz and Creole experience, we have over 21 activities that
great energy going for the main stage Jazz and Creole taking place on May 4th. This morning, we'll hear from some of the fringe event organizers about their events. First up, let's talk Jazz on the Fort. For that, I invite to the podium Miss Samantha Later.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Monel, for that. And I really have to say good morning to the DDA and the DFC teams. Of course, to the Jazz and Creole artist, Shelley, who is here, the Jazz and Creole sponsors, and the other Jazz and Creole fringe partners who are really making things happen for the 2025 edition of Jazz and Creole. Jazz on the Fort is a celebration. And as Dominica's landmark waterfront hotel, we are committed to not only providing exceptional hospitality, but to also celebrating the vibrant culture and talent in Dominica. The Fortune Hotel, as part of its activities marking the Jazz and Creole 2025 season, brings to you Jazz on the Fort next Wednesday. Yes, that is Wednesday, April 30th from 6 p.m. The tickets are only $60 and they can be purchased directly at the Fortune Hotel. Like I said, Jazz on the Fort is a celebration. It is a celebration of music, youth, and inclusivity. It's a unique evening that combines the soulful rhythms of jazz and the colorful vibes of the Nature Island, with inspiring performances from a few of Dominica's finest talents. This event is part of our ongoing effort to support the arts and foster meaningful community expressions. We are honored this year to feature the soulful and dynamic Lily Octave, whose voice and artistry continues to captivate her audiences. And joining Lily are the incredible students from Imoja CHS, Convent High School, who will be showcasing the beautiful work of their sign language and choir performances, really celebrating the youth and their talents. Their performances represent the spirit of jazz and Creole, ensuring that we include the future performers through the universal language of music and movement. So we invite you to celebrate with us on Wednesday, April 30th, which is also International Day of Jazz. And for this, alongside the Dominica Festivals Committee, we are excited to announce a very special ticket price for the main stage events that will only be sold at the Fortune Hotel. You will only be able to get that special at Jazz on the Fort, so tune in to the DFC special socials and other platforms for the announcement early next week. The Fortune Hotel will also have a jazz-inspired sunset cruise next week, Thursday, May 1st. So imagine rocking to jazzy and local beats while sailing along the coast, sipping on wine and our famous Fort rum punch, and munching on some delicious treats. If a sunset cruise is not your thing, join us for a jazzy happy hour on Friday, May 2nd, and enjoy flavorful cocktails and your favorite happy hour treats. So it's all happening at the Fortune Hotel next week. Wednesday, Jazz on the Fort with Lily Octave and Imoja from 6 p.m. Thursday, our jazzy sunset cruise departing our jetty from 5:30, and happy hour jazz style on Friday from 5 p.m. So call us, book your space, purchase your tickets today. In closing, I just wanted to say that today is recognized as International Hospitality Day. And I really wanted to take this opportunity to wish my team members at the Fortune Hotel and the Secret Bay a happy day. So often we do not recognize the hard work, the long days, and what seems to be even longer nights. That is all part of making our guests and patrons feel welcomed and satisfied. So hats off to the teams, and of course, hats off to all the hospitality workers here in Dominica today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Leta. One Fort, multiple events. We look forward to all the activities at the Fort. Up next, I invite to the podium Miss Elaine Gussie, who will speak on Jazz Under the Stars. So let's head to Portsmouth for this one.
Thank you, Monel. A pleasant good morning to everyone. Protocol has already been established. Ladies and gentlemen, Jazz Under the Stars. An evening of soulful island rhythms and soulful vibes. Get ready for an unforgettable evening in the heart of our beautiful and scenic town of Portsmouth. The Porcine Action Committee warmly invites you to Jazz Under the Stars, a magical night of music and community. Friday, May 2nd, 7 p.m., Borough Square, Portsmouth. And just in case you're not sure of where Borough Square is located, it's our bus terminal or our bus station in Portsmouth, so you can't miss it. Experience the sweet sounds. Come experience the sweet sounds of Island Jazz Duo. Feel the soulful energy of saxophonist Jeremy Vanterpool from the BVI and groove to the smooth vibes of our popular, our very own Selector Urban. And to culminate the evening, dance to the vibrant rhythms of the French orchestra Vocum, I hope I pronounced that properly, a French group from the island of Guadeloupe. So come to Borough Square, and come and see Borough Square transformed in a way that you have never seen it before. Of course, it's a free event. Eats and drinks will be on sale. So bring a friend. Come unwind and relax under the stars with great music, a great company, and the unmistakable charm of Portsmouth. Let the music move you. It's a night you don't want to miss. So come for the music, slay in the vibes, and stay for the magic. Friday, May 2nd, Borough Square, Pause in Action, Jazz Under the Stars. See you there. Have a blessed day, everyone, and thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Miss Gussie. I like that. Come, stay, and slay. We're coming. Up next, let's talk Jazz Vespers. For that, I invite one reverend that I pray for very often, Reverend Dr. Luis, to present on Jazz Vesper. He might pray for me this morning, but I'll accept.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jeremy Vanderpool from Tortola, BVI. As you can hear, I'm a saxophone player. I do have my saxophone in my hand. I'm going to ask you to do one thing for me. I want you to snap your fingers.
And if you want to hear more, we invite you Saturday evening on the State House grounds to join us, join Jeremy, Andrew Brathwaite, another from the BVI, and some of our well-known stars here in Dominica. You would have to come to know, to hear, to see our poets, our singers, our sign language people, our readers. We have a mix of clergy persons who are adept at what they do, not just preaching, but singing and giving the spoken word in other expressions. And we'll be in the company of Her Excellency, the President, and her husband, and even Monel will be leading us. So we invite you to come. We can't invite you to dine with us, but we certainly will be clinking glasses with you and offering you some treats. And we want to thank our patrons from last year and those who are joining us for the first time this year in our Jazz Vesper. Now, what is a Jazz Vesper? Well, everybody is saying jazz, and I'm sitting there, I'm saying razzmatazz jazz, and everybody's jazzing it up in every flavor and every expression. Jazz is the incense that brings the prayers of a people to God. It is as old as the Jewish nation, and it has expressed itself over the years in maybe secular ways, religious ways, inspirational ways. And from all who are presenting here and will present, you will hear the same thing. A soulful sensation, a soulful expression. What better place to have jazz than in Dominica? Apwe body silate. After God, there is just us, the earth. And without God, there is nothing. No us. So our Vespers are the evening prayers. So we invite you to come and pray with us. Pray for our nation. Pray for our region. Pray for our world. As we pray, because prayer is a work of faith and an expression of ourselves in our varied ways. When people hear prayer, they think religion. They think denomination, but prayer is our soulful breathing to God and God breathing into us. And what better way to do that than with our music? So we are grateful for your support, all our sponsors. We are grateful for everyone who is purchasing a $125 ticket. And what are you buying the ticket for? The ticket is a contribution to charity. That in our prayers, we not only pray just for us to have a good time, we pray for those who cannot even be there, who cannot even dream of that, to help them. So with the President's Charities Foundation, the Diocese of Roseau and the Bethesda Methodist Church, we have partnered together to have this year's Jazz Vesper. We invite you to come. Our tickets are nearly finished, but if you have not received and purchased a ticket yet, you can call the office of the President for a ticket, or you could call the Diocese of Roseau office, or you could ask Monel. So I want to thank Discover Dominica for having us this year, and we look forward to seeing you and to joining Mr. Vanderpool and all the other artists with us this year. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Lewis, for that presentation. And we look forward to Jazz Vespers. For those of you who need tickets for the event, I do have tickets. You can reach out 276-7180. Again, the number 276-7180 for tickets to this year's Jazz Vesper event taking place on April 26th. Again, the ticket price is only $125 EC dollars. Up next, let's head over to Paradise. Let's talk jazz and arts in Paradise. For that, I invite to the podium Miss Rosalind Paul.
Good morning to all, and let me recognize Miss Andrew, Mr. Ogeli Monel, staff of DDA, the media, our sponsors, and our fringe events planners. Jazz and the arts in paradise. The word paradise speaks for itself, right? And indeed, it is paradise. It is a fusion of the arts, the culture, the tradition, and the contemporary in one serene space. Last year was the first edition of Jazz and Arts in Paradise, and the patrons had very excellent reviews. It was a very great event. And this year, so last year, we brought you an all-women's band, traditional band. This year, we have a bigger band for you, a bigger partner in the name of Fukum, a very famous traditional band will be with us. At Jazz and Arts in Paradise, we offer everything artistic and cultural. We'll have the local cuisine or local foods and drink, and including pig roast. But this time I'm saying piglet roast. It will be tender. We're giving you piglet roast right? It's not something that you should miss. Also, we'll be focusing on floriculture. You know, floriculture is part of our culture. Every home you go in Dominica, you'll see the plants, the ornamental plants, the flowers. It is something embedded in us. And at Jazz and Arts, we will have floral design demonstrations and even an on-the-spot competition in terms of floral design. There will be live paintings by the artists, and major partner is the Waitikobuli Artists Association. They will be doing live painting. They will also be doing circus artists and more. We will also have two overseas artists. One will be doing glass art designs as well. I spoke to local cuisine, I spoke to the food, the drink, and then we will have the traditional and contemporary performances. Performances will come from the Pebush Drummers, Pebush Cultural Group, Kimaniti on sax, Our Lady of Song Ophelia, Abia, the Capuchin Cultural Group, Banakayo from Atkinson, as well as the highlight of the night will be the Vukum Band, a 40-strong Vukum Band, and they won't only be playing the traditional band, but there will be cultural demonstrations. It will be a full cultural package for you at Jazz and the Arts in Paradise, one of the most serene and beautiful places. During that time, you can enjoy a tour of the beautiful garden called Paradise. Everybody who comes to Paradise for the first time don't want to leave. And what a better way to lead you into Jazz and Creole, but to be with us on Saturday and enjoy this cultural experience in this serene environment, and to really put you in the mood, in the spirit, to enjoy the next day Jazz and Creole, the big event. So be there with us, come and enjoy, come and experience all that we have to offer just for $25 entry fee, and you can purchase everything you need in there. You can even purchase a painting to take home. You can do tattoo, I think. And so it's all in one. It's a fusion of our culture and the arts, both the traditional and contemporary. Yeah.
And thank you very much, Miss Paul, and we look forward to Jazz and Arts in Paradise. This year is going to be one for the books. Up next, let's have a karaoke night. Let's win something, let's sing. But before that, let's get some information. For that, I invite to the podium Mr. Earl White to present on Jazz in Karaoke.
Thank you, Monel. Good morning.
Night. Let's win something, let's sing. But before that, let's get some information. For that, I invite to the podium Mr. Earl White